1,000 years ago, in the days of King Athelstan, community life revolved around a blacksmith's forge. Any strong or sharp tool, be it a knife, a chain, or a plough, needed a blacksmith to make it. He's already forged the anvil and tools he needs to work, hold, or manipulate hot iron, ready for making farming, domestic, hunting, or fighting implements. Like an alchemist, the blacksmith works with the elements. Iron ore from deep in the earth, smelted by fire, intensified by air, makes iron. That can be hardened using heat and water. This is Hector Cole Mbe, a fellow of the Worshipful Company of Blacksmiths, a master arrowsmith, and an archaeological ironworker. Hector has been working with iron at a forge since he was a small boy, learning the craft and techniques handed down over many centuries. Hector, along with jeweller Tim Blades, is completing a commission to create a sword fit for King Athelstan, the 10th century monarch who finally vanquished the Vikings and other invaders to bring the former kingdoms together under one crown, as the first king of all the Angles, England. Hector will create the sword blade using the same materials, tools and processes of bladesmiths 1,000 years ago. The work is arduous and time-consuming. Several strips of iron are forged and cut to the same length. He will make 42, using 2 different types of iron that together will create a pattern in the sword blade. They are banded together into bundles of 7, heated, then each bundle is hammered into a square section bar. As sparks fly, a good deal of the metal is lost. The bars are drawn down to a longer length and twisted to add strength and form a pattern in the blade that will make it aesthetically pleasing, fit for a king. Two pattern bars are forged together out of the 6 twisted bars to form the pattern centre core of the blade. The cutting edges consist of 1 piece of hard iron between 2 pieces of soft, welded together. These are then welded onto the centre core to make the blade blank. Hector keeps track of the number of times the iron is heated in the fire. He will keep a record of all the processes for this sword. Once the blade is the right length, typically 31 inches by 2, fullers are forged down the centre of each side to make it lighter. A tang is forged to one end of the blade blank, ready to connect to the handle. Then the blade is ground, filed, and polished. With every process, more iron is lost. Heated once more, the blade is then immersed in oil to harden for the last time. To adorn the hilt, jeweller Tim Blades carves a design in wax, using motifs appropriate for the 10th century. Melting metal needs 1,000 degrees of heat, traditionally created with charcoal and bellows. The molten metal will start to cool as soon as it is poured into the clay cylinders containing the mould for the pommel. There are 3 bronze sections that will be gilded and decorated with silver panels to frame the horn grip that makes up the hilt. Before the hilt and blade are ready to fit together, the blade is immersed in acid to bring out the pattern. The hilt is then riveted securely onto the blade to complete the sword. The result, thanks to Hector's and Tim's years of experience, knowledge, strength and skill, is a sword fit for an Anglo-Saxon king, King Athelstan, the first king of all England.